Hey everyone, Pastor Todd here from the chapel for our daily chair time. And right now we're walking through some of the different Psalms in the Old Testament. Psalms is one of my favorite books of the Bible. I love what John Calvin says. He says the Psalms are an anatomy of all the parts of the soul. For there is not an emotion of which anyone can be conscious that is not here represented as in a mirror. The Psalms just reflect the heart and thoughts of real people, including us. And today I want to look at Psalm 90. It's probably the oldest psalm written, and it's ascribed to Moses as the author. And here Moses is trying to remind us both of the frailty or the brevity of human life, but also the eternal nature of who God is. It begins in verse 1 of Psalm 90 with these words, "Lord, through all the generations you have been our home. Before the mountains were born, before you gave birth to the earth and the world, from beginning to end, you are God." Moses begins reminding us of the eternal nature of God, that he always has been, always will be, that he is the creator of all things and the sustainer of all things. And quickly, beginning in verse 3, he flips the page and shows us the frailty of human life. He says, "God, you turn people back to dust, saying, 'Return to dust, you mortals.' For you, God, 1,000 years are a passing day, as brief as a few night hours. And you sweep people away like dreams that disappear. They are like grass that springs up in the morning. In the morning it blooms and flourishes, but by evening it is dry and withered." Moses compares our life to a dream that's just fleeting. It's there and then it's gone. Or to grass that blooms in the morning, but by evening time, it's dried out and withered. During this COVID-19 crisis, we have experienced so much loss. We have been reminded daily of death, that life can be brief. And I love what Moses says in verse 12 of this psalm. It's kind of the centerpiece of it all. He says, "Teach us to realize the brevity of life so that we may grow in wisdom." Moses is trying to remind us that life is brief and God is eternal. And when we lean into the eternal, we gain wisdom for the temporariness of this life. I wonder if we really lived like we didn't have tomorrow promised, how that just might change today. Let's make the most of this day that God has given us, and let's thank him for all that he has done. Thanks so much for joining us for Chair Time in the book of Psalms. God bless you guys. We love you. We'll see you soon.